Right. Hopefully the game will now behave itself a little bit and actually work. Although given my past history with Final Fantasy XIV, at least it's not actually bricked my computer again and nearly turned my GPU into a smouldering hunk of metal. Yeah, I don't know how this game does that, but it does. Anyway, where were we before I was so rudely interrupted? I'm just going to finish up doing a little tweaking here and there. Yeah, it looks a little off on the overlay, but who gives a crap? Right, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, Friday Fantasy XIV, because it is indeed a Friday. I hope you've all had a good week. So I actually streamed on Tuesday. There weren't many people around, so you may have missed it. But to let you know, we killed a bunch of Moogles, which gave me a very David and the Mitchell and Webb look moment of, are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? I don't know. I feel bad killing Moogles. I mean, they were vicious little sods, don't get me wrong, and that fight was a lot of fun. But still, killing Moogles? Nah, leaves a bit of a bitter aftertaste in my mouth. So we're going to move on to the next set of main story quests, which were actually the ones released with patch 2.2. In between all of that, I should mention I have been doing the Crystal Tower stuff, and I've actually done 2 of the free raids there. Now, I've been doing them off-stream because I was thinking to myself when I started, oh god, do I really want to, like, it's going to be a nightmare getting groups together, and I know I don't want to keep people waiting while I get, like, groups underway, but it's actually been very smooth, surprisingly enough. All you need to know about the Crystal Tower stuff story-wise is that there is a tower, it is made of crystal, and... Why can I not teleport here? I'm so bad at this. There we go. And there is bad shit inside. And also, it turns out Nero, one of the Garleans, is still alive, the prick. And he's, like, after the ultimate power. But that's resulted in being eaten by a, particularly hungry void portal, which I found very funny because having done all the Black Mage quests, like, my character has a ton of experience in dealing with the void scent and just basically casting them back into the shadow from whence they came. So that was amusing. Alright, I'm trying to figure out where the bloody hell to go here to get inside the solar. My sense of direction is absolutely shocking. Here we go. Also, today I am drinking a North Star Free, which is a Black Forest Imperial Stout, 9%. Cheers. Ah. When I next get to the point where I can actually do the raid in question, the final one of the 3, which is called the World of Darkness! Ah! World of Darkness, how evil! I'm going to actually stream that one, so you can see what it's like. And so you can get the story elements of that concluded as well. Because that's the whole reason that I'm being forced to do it, basically. Oh, the Mineral Concern! Anytime I hear, like, a company call itself The Concern, I always just think, like, they're the shadiest bastards alive. Oh, someone's been stealing crystals again. Great. Bloody brilliant. Dun dun dun! Someone's stealing crystals. Bad times. Ah. It does make me chuckle, though, knowing that there is a crystal tower and a whole field of crystal there that people could in theory go to. Anyway, let's get to Horizon. Speak with Y'shtola. Oh, while we're here, Ooh, he's got some cards I don't have. I love you can actually see me playing cards there as well. That's nice. But yeah, I've been busy doing some triple triad shenanigans, and I am very well prepared, but for the most part, for what's to come. Although, annoyingly, I can't take this first Tombury card! Yeah, this is the Chaos Rule set. So that means things are in order. Aye, Crushing Eagle. Not to worry, I've, I mean, it's necessary in order to be able to actually get into... in order to be able to complete the main storyline at this point anyway. So I'm happy to do it, and I think my paranoia would have been, like, having done raids in World of Warcraft, and particularly pickup groups, I know how badly they can go when you have to rely on randoms. It's that classic group work problem. You know, there's always someone who just constantly fucks up. And that usually is me, admittedly. I'm not going to pretend I'm anyone special. But the point I'm going to make here, though, is that, yeah, the 2 raids I've done thus far, which were the Ancient Labyrinth and then the tower itself, actually went pretty smoothly. So kudos to all the people who were there running it. They were all very patient and very on the ball. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Also, shouts to Volkmare. Thank you for joining us, mate. Hope you're doing well this Friday. I didn't even need to go very far to speak to your shoulder. I mean, this is entirely a me thing and my own paranoia. Because let me give you a bit of my history in World of Warcraft that always has stuck with me. So I played up until... also, hey, Johnster. Shouts to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So when I was playing World of Warcraft, we got to the point where it was Wrath of the Lich King. So that was level 80. And at one point, I recall that we had a random... I don't even know why I'm mounting when there's people literally here. Oh, hi again. I stole your card. But anyway, there was someone like in the Horde side. I was playing Horde carries, because of course I was. Who was saying, you know, let's go gather up a pickup group to do Molten Core. Now, what is the Molten Core, you might wonder if you've never played World of Warcraft? It was a raid from the time of World of Warcraft Classic or Vanilla. So it was for level 60 characters. And this, of course, being Wrath of the Lich King, meant it was level 80. So this meant we, in theory, would massively outgear the core itself and easily walk through it. And we were doing it basically just to get some loot and all that. It was just for fun. So I figured I'll go along. I was playing a Death Knight at the time. Now, here's the thing though. Just because you massively overgear an instance in terms of numbers does not mean you can ignore mechanics. And there were trash packs in that raid called Core Hounds, which came in pairs and they had to die simultaneously or they would continuously resurrect forever. So yeah, you can only imagine what must have happened. It basically got to the point where I think about 10 minutes later, and despite my constant typing of it in the raid chat, we killed them at the same time, that wasn't happening. So, because I was playing a DPS character and wasn't actually taking aggro from the core house, I just snuck off to the side, started rubbing my Hearthstone together to teleport the fuck out of there. And yeah, basically since then I've been scarred by the idea of pickup groups. Yeah, my World of Warcraft experience in raiding, sometimes it was really, really good and you had like a bunch of incredibly competent people. I have very fond memories of like the guild I was a part of. Sometimes it was incredibly goofy, and then sometimes you did pick up stuff and it was just utter failure. But yeah, everyone has been pretty on the ball in the Alliance raids and the general dungeon stuff I've done this far. I've been very, very impressed. I don't know if that's just because of like the passage of time where people are like more informed. I mean, a lot of the characters were of course endgame players who would not like very politely like come to help you know, this out. But yeah, it just seems like the caliber of player has improved over the time, which is nice. Oh, look, it's Fancred. He, you know, having freshly had his brain formatted at the end of the main storyline. Looks like they finally reinstalled the OS on his, his cerebellum. Yeah, I had a lot of really fun times playing World of Warcraft raids in a lot of cases. I actually was the main tank for our Horde side server first, what was it again? 10-man Safari and 3 Drakes, which probably doesn't mean anything. It sounds like a complete word salad to a lot of people, but it was at the time that we did it, it was the hardest 10-man challenge that was available. I died during that attempt, actually, funnily enough, but we managed to get past the break point where the fight became, like, from where it became incredibly dangerous to where it actually became very manageable. So my death didn't really matter at that point. I also had an amazing moments when we did Zulaman in Burning Crusade, where in Zulaman... Oh, I'll be quiet. This is a serious moment, actually, if there's voice acting. A young maiden? Oh my god, her age has finally become... They're going to get rid of his maidenlessness. I mean, look, people are still talking about Elden Ring. That joke is still relevant now. Don't judge me, damn it. Is Iriager trying to arrange a booty call here? Is this what he's doing? He's sending a hot woman over to Revenant's Toll, which is in the middle of a wasteland, if I might mention. So he can get his end away. Oh, God. Pretends to be a scholar, but really, the only pen he ever holds is the pink one, if you know what I mean. God damn it. But yeah, in the Zulaman runs, oh, who's this? This is exactly what I say when I go through passport control every time I arrive in a foreign country. Crushing Eagle there saying, "Oh shit, it's her," and that is being said with such like such foreboding. Uh-oh. Right. Well, I only have a tank at the moment, so we'll go with the ones that actually have tank stats on. But yeah, in the Zulaman run we were doing one time, it was a bear run, as Bob mentions, and just for context, people don't know, if you completed Zulaman in a certain time period, or rather got a certain amount of bosses down, and then beat the final boss in a certain time period, you'd get a bear mount. Which I think was probably one of the few bear mounts one could get at the time, actually, from my memory. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But anyway, so one section of the raid had you fighting a bunch of enemies, like trash mobs. But in addition to that, there were patrolling trolls with torches, and if they spotted you, they would run to like a signal fire or something like that and alert for other enemies to come and attack you. And this would actually spawn elites that were really strong and wipe your party pretty much instantly. So we had a moment where we were fighting a bunch of trash mobs, like just random enemies, and one of these torchbearers came round the corner completely unnoticed for all of us, and we were all otherwise occupied. None of us had the reactions to get the CC out, like crowd control out to stop him. We had a paladin, a retribution paladin. So the retribution is like the offensive DPS class or specialization. And he yelled over Ventrilo, "I'll get it!" So, in order to get it, as he described it, he used one of his abilities, which was called Hammer of Justice, which, unlike the metallic realm of the same name, does not crush you, but merely stuns you. It stuns opponents for 5 seconds, so he's going to use that, stun it for 5 seconds, we'd all attack this enemy, and it would die before it could call for reinforcements. Now, that spell has a chance to be resisted, and it's something like, from my memory, 4%. So, no prizes to people in chat, or maybe watching this later on the VOD, as to what happened. We all died horribly. If there was like, if there was like a hard mode, like a hardcore mode, where we, that's the end of it, the Trolls of Zulaman would have mounted all our heads on stakes, and that torchbearer would have just been there going, So yeah, I've had some moments with raiding that have been very colourful, shall we say. But I do have fond memories of it. There were other times, admittedly, when it wasn't great, to be quite honest. There were things that did annoy me and bother me, but that comes with the territory. Alright, Tiny LFL, I've taken your cards from you. Now I'm going to take your thoughts! Foofaloopa sounds like a character from a Care Bears show. I'm sorry, that name just... For a guard, that is the least intimidating thing ever. I, Foofaloopa, will vanquish you, fiend! I mean, Thancred's got some, personal baggage given the idea of a tracer amongst the mids, so, yeah. Good to see him back in action, though, and not, like, well, either being mind-controlled or, as my headcanon states, him sleeping constantly on a hammock. When did he get these new orders? Were they just beamed into his brain? Did he have a pager? I'm gonna stroke my beard in thought over this. Alright. There's a giant chocobo flying person. Nice. Yep, just loitering. Loitering in the desert. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, there's more of them. Well, they could have chosen to run away, but they didn't. Oh, your shoulder's got mining gear on. My character's also a miner, and I really want that outfit that has the lantern at the side. I do like, though, that Y'shtola was trying to disguise herself as an innocent miner. And besides, even though miners are technically a non-combat class, you can still really hurt someone with a pickaxe. Straight for the skull. Mine the brains inside. Am I right? Alright, tiny little fell. Is he gonna go, "It was me! Bye, losers!" and then just run away? Making that kind of like noise that you hear in like Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Oh, god damn it! Okay, that's pretty cute. I like that as a bit of lampshading of the fact that your character doesn't talk and just spends most of the time either nodding or making gestures. That's pretty neat. Alright, so we got some new earrings. I'm almost at level 90 on average item level, which is relevant because in order to access the final Crystal Tower raid, I need to have an item level of 90, or average of 90 rather, I mean to say. Alright, back to Vesper Bay. So we've still got the Ephrite ticket, so we might as well use it. I'm watching you, Foofaloopa. On to you. On it. Alright, Alphanard, what's going on? I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. You have such a way with words, Alphanard. It'd be so easy just to push him off the pier right there, just for the fun of it. But alas, we don't get to do that. Crying shame. Anyway, back to Ulduar. Or Uldar, how do you pronounce it? Uldar. You're Uldar. I would say, Nerdoc, I would describe him as a sasshole. It's the it's a combination of asshole and sassy. And I'm going the completely wrong way. Like I say, my sense of direction in this MMO is terrible. Dodge AoEs all day. Find where I'm meant to actually be bloody going? Not a chance. Oh, Bart. Ah, she's an aura. Interesting. Okay. Alright, off to the pub. Sort this shit out. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Say this North Star Free is very good. I have a couple of other beers lined up as well for a bit, so that'll be nice. Let's see. There we go. By the way, you may have seen on my Twitter if you follow me on there, but one of the really neat things I saw yesterday was in Lima Limnomisa, the pirate city, basically. The pirate city, let's just call it what it is. There were a bunch of Lalafell characters playing instruments, and they were playing a rendition of the Halo 3 Warthog Run theme, which I didn't even realise you could do in this game. I thought if you had instruments, you could only play like preset songs, but no, they were literally playing like the song from scratch, and it was so good. I was like, they just literally put it on. It was pretty great. I keep seeing little things like that as I go through, and it always like makes me smile every time I see stuff like that. I pushed that other woman out of the way. This is my cutscene. Please ignore the fact that my robe is clipping through the table. It just happens, okay? I did not know that, Crushing Eagle, and that is such a wonderful, like, little bit of flavour for the class specifically. That's really cool. Because I did notice they were all bards, but I didn't know if that was just because, like, they had an item, like, it was an item that allowed them to do that, or if, and they were just, like, playing bards for the, how should we say, the aesthetic, like, the holistic nature of, like, what they were trying to do as performers. But yeah, I like that there's that little bit of flavour where the bard element is not just something you do in combat, but it's also something that you could do for fun outside of it. I'm very glad it has an electric guitar. That's nice. But yeah, like I like little flavor bits like that where you can like express your class in a way that's meaningful outside of just simply combat. I mean, not all of them can do that, or it would be reasonable to do that, admittedly. But still, that's a nice detail. I have to ask though, can you have, if you're playing a warrior, can you have a weapon that is also an electric guitar? Because I play a warrior, like I have it as like my side gear. So I want to know if I can eventually like glamour my axe into an electric guitar just to beat people to death with. So two, basically. There's two of them. Whoops. Oh, is that what you're saying, Alphanard? Fair enough.
あるいは権力者に談判できればと思い、このウルダハまでやってきたのだが、門前払いを食らっていたところだったのだ。
It's telling, by the way, that this storyline element is now taking place in Uldar and Fanalan, because, of course, part of the previous plot lines that we've seen is that Fanalan is suffering from a refugee crisis of its own already, with the Alamegans, I believe, for example. So, it would be very simple for the writers to set this story like, say, Liminally Misa or Gridania, but this seems to be, yeah, I mean, Alphanard has said it right there. So it's just they've happened to have landed possibly the worst place.
そこは浅はかだったよ。ドマを脱出してからというもの、ろくに食事も取れず、船の中には大勢の子供たちもいる。焦っていたのだ。それに、ここに来るまでの間、我らと同じような難民らしき群衆を見た。どうやらこの国もいろいろと複雑な事情らしい。
なるほど。事情は理解できた。我々にとってもガレマール帝国は敵だ。いつあなた方と同じような境遇に陥るとも限らない。
Also, just an unfortunate case of bad timing, because the Domans literally arrived at Vesper Bay probably, what, like a month or two after the Scions had left and could have more easily rendered assistance?
私が王宮に取り継いでみよう。結果までは保証できないが、話くらいはできるはずだよ。
それは本当か?
Alphanard's fucking loaded.
任せてくれたまえ。こう見えても、お偉い方には顔が利くのでね。
It would surprise me if he has like a t-shirt gun, but instead of shooting t-shirts, it just shoots bags of money at people. That's one way of getting people out of the way.
しかし、夕霧殿、あなたは随分と変わった身なりをされている。それに、このエオルゼアでは見慣れぬ種族のようだね。
この格好については無礼を許してほしい。姿形が異なるものが現れればいらぬ騒ぎを呼びかねない。そうした経験があるので、我らは助けを請う身。この地に不要な波風を立てたいわけではないのだ。
なるほど。それは賢明な判断だろう。無礼だなどとんでもない。気にする。
理解と心遣いに感謝する。
では、私は早速ラウバーン局長に話をしてこよう。しばらくの間、この方々の面倒を見てやってくれ。
Alphanard's gonna fire a bag of money right in Raban's face, and I'm not going to be there to see it, which makes me very sad. Well, I guess I'm getting the rounds in then, aren't I? Nice! Good old Momodi, she always helps out. Right. Oh, it's literally just across the way from the transition, so... For those of you watching right now, by the way, I hope you're having a good Friday, and thank you very much for taking the time to join me. I've been debating recently how much further I want to continue streaming Final Fantasy XIV, and it's not for a lack of interest. I hope that that's been clear that it's the exact opposite. I'm super into this game, but more it's just the effort, and also, like, eventually I'm going to get to the point where, after Heaven's Ward, I'll start paying for the game. Now, the problem with that is that because, of course, you buy game time, and it gives you an X amount of days, 30 I think it is, I'd be compelled to stream more often, but when there's relatively... Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know why, but my game had a bit of a weird moment there. Oh, hell. There we go. Yeah, sometimes on DirectX 9 the camera has a bit of a anxiety attack. I'm not quite clear, and it causes the game to lock up a little bit, so I have to, like, alt-tab out. Anyway, as I was saying, though, I don't mean to be dismissive of, like, relatively low viewer numbers, but sometimes, like, I think, you know, I prefer to be streamed to more people. It would make it more worthwhile. And then when, of course, the elements of money is involved, where I'm paying for, like, game time, that makes me think, like, is it worth that when I can just simply play the game normally, off-stream, and still offer my commentary and thoughts on it on, say, Twitter, for example? Because, you know, that's certainly possible, and I've been doing that anyway with some of the side stuff I've been doing. It's just food for thought anyway, but nonetheless, the point I'm trying to get to, laboriously after all this, is I really do appreciate you taking the time out to come watch this when you could otherwise be doing other things, especially if it's a Friday night, so thank you for that. I hope it's proving entertaining for you. Right, looks like we're going to lay out a massive buffet. It's going to be sausage rolls, breadcrumbed random stuff, bit of garlic bread. Yeah, I can get this. How about some breaded mushrooms? Oh, crap, it has as well. I'm sorry. Right. I didn't even realise. Yeah, it freaks out a little bit, so I'm going to re-enable it. I'd hoped that by switching it back it would have fixed that, but I didn't even notice out of the corner of my eye. Has that done it? No, it is not. Yeah, this game is I mean, say when I was running on DirectX 11, it was proving rather dangerous. Bricks my graphics card drivers at least once. I don't understand how that works. In fact, you know what I might do, comes to think of it, is rather than doing that, if you'll just bear with me 1 second. I'm actually going to switch over to doing a desktop display, which should be more stable than trying to hook it directly into the game itself. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, enjoying my desktop briefly. No? That's not worked? Oh, there we go. Hey! Right. Resized. Transform, edit. No. Why won't it let me resize the damn thing? Nope, that's not it. That's my whole thing. Ugh. I'm really sorry for all of this. This is really dumb, and I hate the fact that this game is so bloody temperamental. I'll just have to do it by the game hook then. Having it? No. Why is it not having it? Yeah, it's been an arse. This is extremely annoying. Right, one more time. Again, sincerest apologies for this. This is not what you want to be watching. Why is it not hooking into the damn game? Well, that's not what I wanted again. Yeah, streaming is a bloody blow up, isn't it? I would try window capture instead, see if that does it. You did not. Oh, fuck hell. That didn't work either. Alright, I'm going to pop over to the please stand by, and then I'll get this fixed and be right back with you. Please stay tuned. Alright. No, I can't do it that way either. Fuck's sake. I can't even go into the bloody settings menu from here. Right. I'm going to quickly sit through this cutscene that I'm doing. And I'm going to change it to windowed mode, and hopefully that will allow it to play ball. Alright, let's try this. Not even that's working. Right. Close the game entirely. Reload it. Try again. See if that does it. You know, I was saying before about how I was like, oh, I might stop streaming eventually because of lack of viewers. I might stop streaming because it's a fucking nightmare getting this game to actually behave and work properly with OBS. There's no reason it shouldn't do this, but it is just being an arse. Right. Yeah, restarting it has fixed it. So before I'm going to put it back to full screen, and hopefully it works. Please don't break. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, for God's sake. I don't want to move that one. There we go. Right. Hopefully it behaves itself from here on out. Oh, so sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, it glitched. What happened was the camera glitched out and started, like, flipping back and forth really fast. Normally, if I literally just switch out to a different window and then go back to it, it works. I did not realize, however, that that would kill the stream to OBS. So if that happens again, I'll just quit the game, log out, re-log in, and hopefully that fixes it. How infuriating, though. I'm really sorry about that, everyone. So when it's not breaking my graphics card and forcing me to re-download the entire set of drivers from scratch, it's doing this nonsense. Alright. Anyway, you missed a cutscene on that, and it's basically go speak to Raban to get, like, you know, get things sorted. So that's what we're gonna do. Teledi Adeleji, of course. It's time for another cutscene. That one is wearing a party hat. I don't care if it's meant to be like formal wear. That is a party hat. A brand new car! Hey, Seo! It's been a while, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. You just missed all the parts, like the best part of Final Fantasy XIV by far, which is the abhorrent bullshit technical difficulties of trying to get it to stream to OBS. So you got to watch me, like, fanny around for a bit trying to get the damn thing to work. You say you want a revolution. I am, CEO, yeah. I really am quite enjoying Final Fantasy XIV, even though, from all the accounts I've read, Realm Reborn's quests are the lesser of the batch. And my summary thus far, as I say, I noticed when I got to after defeating Ultimate Weapon was, I think they just really wanted to have something that was, as far as story was concerned, was crowd-pleasing and functional. Like, hey, all these relevant Final Fantasy elements are here. You know, you've got, like, Ultimate Weapon, you've got the Garleans, all this sort of stuff. It's just a crowd-pleaser. But there was a line, I think, from Milwip, the Admiral of the Maelstrom, that said, like, this is a brand new era. And I think that really sums up, like, how one can feel about Realm Reborn, particularly at the time it came out and the context of its release. In that, yeah, 1.0, from all I've heard and read, was dreadful. It was terrible. But now that, like, they fixed it and just got at least, like, the basics, the foundation laid down, they could go on to greater successes, leading to things like Shadowbringers Endwalker, which is the entire reason I've started playing this, because, as a lot of you probably know, I'm a sucker for a good story. I like talking about them, I like interpreting them, you know, deriving meaning from them. And then people make lofty claims like that Final Fantasy XIV is the best JRPG that Square has ever done, and that's high praise. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to investigate firsthand. I can't get over that gap. That gap there. Do they not have Lalafell-sized chairs? Look at that. You can park a bus between that gap. The Mirage Trust. Christ alive.
け入れを検討して良いのではないか。
You go from blowing up ultimate weapons to dealing with a refugee crisis. Which I'm not even knocking that, by the way. I think it's all well and good to have like the big moments. Lolorito, oh my god. Is Lolorito like one of those like lesser used versions of LOL? Like you've got LOL, you've got LMAO, you've got LMFAO, you've got Ruffle, and you've got Lolorito.
零細難民とアラミゴからの流民ですでにウルダホは溢れているではないか。しかもそのほとんどはすでに5年以上も居座ったままだ。
But yeah, I'm not knocking the mixture of stories in this, where you go from things like blowing up the ultimate weapon in a daring raid on like Empire bases to dealing with the refugee stuff here. It's good to have a mixture of things. Oh, this guy's a fucking Tory, isn't he? He's a fucking Tory. If they redid the dub in English in the modern times, I'd ask him to be voiced by fucking Rishi Sunak, the prick. Fucking Brexiteer.
難民の多くは職を持たず悪事に手を染めている。今や不滅隊と同人団を回しても検挙しきれぬほどになっているのだ。
彼はロロリト、東アルデナード商会の会長で100億ギルの男と言われるほどの富豪だ。サカツ州における事実上の最高権力者だよ。
I know Alphanard, like, he's very eloquent, but I can't take the phrase passes gill seriously. It makes it sound like he poops it out.
ロロリト、いくら財政が逼迫しているからとはいえ、夕霧の一段くらいの受け入れは可能なはず。
Oh man, should I start making even more allegories to real world events? Do we want this to get a bit too real? No, I'll not do that. But I mean, you can all draw your own conclusions and comparisons, of course. But
面白いことを申されますな、ナナモ陛下。その法とやら、いつになったら応答派から提示していただけるのです。アラミゴからの難民がザナラーンに集い何年になります。
I'm biting my tongue over so much of this. All the jokes are there, but I'm just gonna keep them to myself.
口が過ぎるぞ、ロロリト殿。
しかし、人は宝だぞ。将来的にこのウルダ派を強くする礎となるやもしれん。労働者としての受け入れを再度検討してみるのは。
だからテレジ・アデレジ殿はぬるいと言われるのだ。人や金は国の柱だ。国の礎は堅固な統治に他ならない。今必要なのはウルダ派を強くする礎だ。風化した礎に柱を立てたところでウルダ派を強くすることなどできようか。
I'd love to give this guy a swirly.
そういえばテレジ・アデレジ殿、最近はプラチナミラージュも売り上げが振るわないようではないか。安い賃金で難民をこき使った結果、質まで落ちてきているのではないかね。
That's a very curious translation for what was just otherwise a harumph.
双方落ち着かれよ。では、採決を取りたい。ドマからの難民を受け入れるか否か。受け入れに賛成の者はこの場に残り、反
That was a weird camera cut there. Nope. Oh, cock. Final Fantasy XIV! Come for the Gold Sorcerer and Chocobos. Stay for the depressingly relevant and always perpetually, like, saddening, like, refugee politics stories. Oh my god.
今やサカツ州の合議なくして国は動かせぬ。わらわが不甲斐ないばかりに。
Look, I like you, Nanamo, but when you can't literally act without the consent of a crime group, a mob.
ご検討いただいただけでもありがとうございます。
Reborn, give me a piggyback.
ロロリトのやつめ腹立たしい。リトルアラミゴの現状は陸路による東方貿易を放棄したやつの責任もあるではないか。はるか遠方から必死の思いで来たのだ。なんとかしてやりたいのだが。
ようやくグランドカンパニーを軌道に乗せたというのに、この国は未だ一つになりきれてはおらん。
As a side note, I do enjoy like the inciting event behind this plot line here that the Empire is still mixing shit up elsewhere. Because yeah, you know what? We killed a number of their military leaders. We blew the fuck up out of the ultimate weapon. You know, they've been evicted from Eorzea, but they're still a presence. That doesn't mean they simply go away and stop being a problem.
すまない。内輪の話だな。一旦外に出るとしよう。
Well, for our efforts, we get to, like, throw paint on ourselves. I'll take the bronze piece instead. Right, I would plead just for your patience briefly, because I'm going to nip away to go grab another beer, and then we'll continue with the main story quest. So don't adjust your Twitch.tv settings, I'll be back in just a moment. And I am back. Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. Just in general as well, like with all the technical bullshit that happened before. I get the feeling if I were playing this on a PS4 or a PS5 for that matter, it would be a lot more stable streaming directly from the in-game software. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Anyway, Reborn, what's next? What do we do? How do we solve this problem? Also, my current drink is a High Wire Tropical, a tropical pale ale. It tastes like Lilt, just with a beer edge to it. It's alright. Alright, let's head over to the Hall of Flames. Which to me sounds like a barbecue restaurant, but I know it's the Grand Company's place for Uldar. The monetarists have made their opinion clear. What a line. I wonder where we might be sending them. Alright, off to the wasteland in Mordonna. If only we had an airship that could do this. Alright, back to the Adventurers Guild. Before we start Salfanard, though, I'm going to have a quick triple triad game with Mamoni. Although we already have that card, as it turns out, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know why it's giving me the prompts, but hey. Just breaks things up a little bit before we continue with the game. Ooh, reverse. Right, so when reverse is in play, lower numbers flip higher ones. So... There we go. That's her, marks off the list. Mate, Theo, you should have seen me playing Triple Triad when I was streaming Final Fantasy VIII. I went out of my way to do all of those bullshit quests to get every single card. It was a fucking nightmare. So yeah, I've been playing it here as well. All I want is I want that mount that is also a chair. And I want to have my character like have his arms folded while the chair is flying around. It reminds me of when I was streaming this another time. There was a guy on a Behemoth mount, and he was just a little Lalafell character, but he had his hands on his hips like this while riding it. I'm like, that's exactly how you should ride that mount. There's no other way. Oh, nice one, Modi. She's been a good egg all the way through the journey that we've been on, given that I started in Uldar as a Thaumaturge. Do we not have an airship, Alfenhard? We literally use that to bust into the Castrum Meriandum. Can't we just transport people on that? I don't know. Oh boy, I could say so much to that. Alright. So yeah, we'll get the tanking ring for the warrior kit. In fact, while we're here... Yeah, there we go. Sweet. My Warui gear is now above level 9, average level 90, which is good. By the way, I've been screwing around with the portrait system. So I have my Black Mage looking like he's incredibly grumpy and waiting for a coffee at a Starbucks. My White Mage, when I've got White Mage gear on, admittedly, is all very peaceful. And my Warrior's just like, come get some. It's been quite fun playing around with that. Alright, back to Vesper Bay we go. Hozan has a son named Yozan. Oh my god. Incredible. I'm Yozan, son of... It's like the naming term, like the naming conventions from Lord of the Rings. Gimli, son of Gloin, and all that. Oh boy, let's go looking for children. Well, if we're going to do that, of course, we need a bit of elevation. Aha! I'm onto you, child! I'm a stout. Yeah, if we're going to do this, we get some elevation. Makes it so much easier. Haha! The Garleans didn't realise that their Magitech armour could fly! Morons. I'd love if one of them was hidden up here, though. That'd be funny. Anyway. Do some aerial reconnaissance to find this missing child. I must have missed something. Just outside the gate? No, I can't see them. Ah, they might be inside one of the buildings. Huh, surprisingly not. Okay. Nope. That dude's having a smoke break. Not too far. This last one's got me a bit flummoxed, I freely admit. There's one already over there, so we've been there. So I'm on the top of the stairs there. Nothing down here. Surely not inside the Waking Sands. No, doesn't seem right. Ah, there we go. That's why I couldn't find them, because I was approaching them in that particular circle, so I always missed them. Anyway, we got him. Oh snap, we start to get, like, necklaces and stuff. I'll tell you what, Theo. Having had the technical difficulties, I didn't want this entire stream to be like me wandering around for 5 hours. Insert your own game journalist joke here. Alright, survey the road for dangerous beasts. It's pest control, Johnster. We're gonna go chop a beastie's head off. Oh, we found some beasts, but they're only level 10s, so they can't be the problem. Well, we'll see what happens when this beastie turns up now. There's inevitably going to happen. I mean, I murdered a wandering eye. It was evil. Don't judge me. Did you see that thing? It was throwing rocks at me. It deserved to die. A horrible and painful death as I embedded my axe in its head. No, I really did kill Gaius Van Belsar. After he Carmen Rided into a gold, like, armoured form. Look, Johnster, we clearly didn't see eye to eye. Yes! Ah, that joke. I'm proud of that joke. I know no one else is going to find it funny, but damn it, I don't care what you think. Of course. I love how my character looks so scared. And what makes me chuckle is they ran into me, but I'm wearing, like, my warrior's armor that's got blades on the arms. If they'd have run it in the wrong angle, they'd have been split in two. Oh boy. Why did you become an adventurer? To stream to a small Twitch.tv audience in the hopes of exploring the story content of Final Fantasy XIV. But that's not an option here. So, you know what? These are kids, so we'll just like say the glory thing. Why not? This, by the way, has been such a long time since we've had that dialogue option, and I really wish there were more of them. Because I know they've made that glib comment about, like, you know, doing the curt nod or whatever, but I do wish there was more flavour moments where you got to pick responses to certain situations. Like, I remember that Gaius, when you fight him, asks, what do you fight for? And I wish there had been a similar set of responses. One of which I would hope would be, fuck you. Oh, God. Ah, I see, Nerdoc, so there was that. Oh shit, Gibbs has just done a raid with a party of 11. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. And thanks to Gibbs for the raid. I hope you're all doing well. That is a revelation to me, Nerdoc, and it makes a lot of sense, but I understand, I suppose, why, given there's a party element to that. I think my point was more that I wish that there was a, how should we say, like there was more flavour stuff on the solo content. That would have been better. But yeah, thank you very kindly for the raid, Gibbs. That's awesome. Hopefully the stream doesn't break again like it did before. I mean, I'm going to have to change the category for this stream eventually from Final Fantasy XIV to technical difficulties. I'll get the still from that Simpsons episode in. Anyway, how would I describe Reverend Soul? Let's just be honest. It's a stone's throw. My breeches are on fire. I'm not a black mage right now. What's the best way to become more powerful? Read the walkthrough? That's not an option. We'll be honest, we'll say seek out new experiences and adventures. Well, my god! Clearly! You know, I know people have mentioned a lot of times, like, about how Realm Reborn sets up the latest storylines. I want to believe that these two kids are going to come back, and all the options we've just picked are going to have a lasting impact on what they do. Like, Yozen's going to... I mean, look at this! Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? If I say yes, he's going to end up getting eaten by a behemoth. No, I didn't even get to choose! This kid's dead! He's so fucking dead! They're all dead! We've got them all killed! Oh no! We'll go to the Gold Saucer and participate in jumping puzzles. We'll do quests involving the one, like, with the giant boulder the size of a small boulder. By the way, for people who've, like, seen, like, the various gear sets I've got for my character, I always want it to be the case that he has some sort of eyewear on. Because it's kind of a paradox, like, okay, he wears glasses on one, like, gear set, but another one, he's wearing an eye patch. How does any of that work? If I ever spec into being a machinist, he's going to have goggles on. I like to imagine that that entire carriage ride went the way that the Jeep ride with Skullface goes in Metal Gear Solid 5, where he's just laying out tons and tons of stuff to you, and you're just there, like, staring at him stone-faced. Alright, where the bloody hell is Alphanard? There he is. He's up here. Oh, right. Where is that prick? I do have a white mage gear set, by the way, that looks something like this. And also, I just realised it's cleared my sprint buff, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I got myself some Ironworks gear for it, which looks quite good. Okay, we'll go back to Black Mage for now. If I'm thinking still if I want to level any other classes as I go like through the rest of the game. I've not yet decided. Because this is the point where I talk about some more like less concrete stuff, like about character identity. Like, it would be easy to level all the classes, well, easy quote unquote, to just decide to level all the classes, but like, there's stuff that I want to specialise in, like, or rather just like that I feel would fit my character's identity better. I say this is all very wishy-washy, but I wouldn't, for example, have my character be a bard. So I've been thinking about what comes next, and I'm like, maybe a... Oh, we've got to definitely get the tanking neck. Alright, over to Revenant's Toll in the middle of this wasteland. But yeah, I'd like, maybe, for example, might want to learn Red Mage. I think that'd be pretty cool. Red Mage seems like a lot of fun. I'll give it some thought anyway, but I mean, having a DPS, a healer, and a tank class under my belt at the moment means I can do all sorts of content without having to wait for queuing, which is quite nice. Good old Slathborn, he's on the level. He's a down-to-earth kind of chap. Okie dokie. I guess I keep getting mixed up on where the Rising Stones is. It's not there, it's through here. Nice detail that I mentioned before, by the way. We're now in a set. We've now got like resistance, like secret societies movement in the basement of a place called 710. I see where you go with that Final Fantasy XIV. I see those references. Shouts to everyone who's watching, by the way. I hope you're all enjoying this. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for fun. Like, I mean, I'm going to be streaming Final Fantasy XIV until, at very least, until Heaven's Ward is completed. So if you're enjoying my commentary and thoughts, I do feel free to, you know, drop us a subscribe. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you're all having a grand old time on Friday, you know, Friday night. They're all dead. I wonder if these two plot lines might potentially be linked in some way. All of it seems awfully convenient. I mean, you know, Alphanard made us move to Revenant's Toll, and then suddenly a bunch of people who cannot find refuge anywhere else arrive also at Revenant's Toll.
足取りはつかめたか？
ええ、思った通り、犯人は海賊団、海蛇の下の連中ね。
I recognize Kaizoku as a word in Japanese, but that's pirate. So,
やはりそうか。
こっちに何か動きはあった？
いや、静かなものさ。アマルジャ族は時折フリートを召喚しているが、溜め込んでいたクリスタルを使っているようだ。
So we basically settled on like them summoning Ifrit and just like, oh, whatever.
目立った動きは報告されてない。
Let him summon him. It's all good. Only keeps themselves, no problems.
決まりね。どういうこと？ここ最近頻発していたザナラーンのクリスタルの消失。当初はアマルジャ族に流れていると思っていたわ。でも実際には流れていた先は海の向こう、バイルブランド島だった。
ラノシアに？確かにしばらくおとなしかったサハギン族がここに来て活発に動いているという情報があるけど、まさかバンシン・リヴァイアさんを召喚しようとしているの？
Oh, snap!
残念だけどその通りよ。
Oh, cock.
先の甘地な鉱山者の事件を追ううちに海賊の関連を匂わせる証拠を見つけたの。そこで私はリムサロミンサに行って調査をしていた。国家団の調査隊に同行した結果、サハギン族によるバンシン・リヴァイアさんの召喚は目前に迫っているとの結論に達したわ。
So I've discussed previously about how in the Final Fantasy franchise you do have the iconic elements of various like summons and such. And you had, for example, Ifrit, who has been pretty consistently the fire summon throughout all the games since at least 7 that I'm aware of. But then there have been other cases where they haven't been as equally consistent. Like the lightning summon, for example, in 7 was Ramu, in 8 it was Quetzalcoatl, and in 10 it was Ixion. Now I haven't played 9 just for clarity's sake. Oh dear. I'm having a psychic premonition of bad shit to come. But yeah, point being is that I'm fairly confident from my memory that when there has been a water summon, it has always been Leviathan in one form or another. So this is another one of those where, yeah, we have a consistent iconic element.
やはり神下ろしの準備を。
全ての準備は整った。我らが神を招き、ヒレナシどもを一掃する。
Oh, it's going full fucking Innsbruck.
そしてこの力を解き放って不滅なるものへと昇華し、あの方と同じ永遠なる時を手に入れる。我らの海を取り戻す時が来たのだ。
Also, my neck is killing me from my giant crab hat.
あの方、不滅なるものとは一体。
The emissary. I wonder of who.
ここまでか。
不滅なるもの。
二人とも大丈夫？
I'm just hungover. I don't know about her. Don't mind me.
今あなたも見たのね。不滅なるもの、永遠の時、つまりは不死の存在。おそらく白き衣のアシエンエリディブスが言っていたことよ。だとしたらあのサハギン族は超える力を持っているというの？
メルウィブ提督から晩春リヴァイアさん召喚の阻止、それに万が一の事態に備えて暁の力を借りたいと申し出があったわ。
We're going to initiate operation from Hell's Heart. I stab at thee.
晩春問題となれば断る理由はありません。ニムサロミンサへ向かいましょう。
I'd have been sorely tempted as the writer of this to name the trial for Fight Leviathan Perdition's Flames.
留守をお願いね。
That's a deep literary reference. Been a good old Moby Dick.
おいおい、本気かミンフィリア。
All the jokes write
どうしても
themselves.
確かめなくてはならないことがあるの。答えがあるのかもしれない。超
Hmm.
える力の真なる能力の。
仕方ない。俺も行こう。もしもの時には名手様は俺が守るさ。
ありがとう、サンクレット。
何か起きたようだな。
Oh, you have no idea, Yugiri. Like, you should see some of the shit we've had to deal with.
脅かしている旧敵、晩春が現れようとしているのよ。晩春。私たち暁の血盟はその敵を排除するために動いている。この地を救済するためにね。
But yeah, one of the things I appreciate about all these like post patches, and there is more of this to come, is that yeah, the game has introduced a number of like iconic Final Fantasy elements as part of the Realm Reborn plan of reassuring people that this is very much Final Fantasy. And so bringing Leviathan now, along with what will follow in later quest lines, is another part of that process. And hey, I'm all here for it.
それは助かるわ。私たちには少しでも戦力が必要なの。それにあなたにとってもエオルゼアが抱える問題を知るいい機会になるかもしれないわね。
Make sure to wear a wetsuit. Alright. Got my gear so decent. Now my Black Mage is also above level 90 on item level, which is good. Right. I would again just plead for your patience. I'm going to nip away very quickly for a bathroom break, and then I will return to continue the game. I'm also going to get a fresh beer as well, so feel free to take the opportunity to grab yourself a refreshment or the like. We're going to see this particular quest line all the way through to its end. I mean, it's Friday night, I've got all the time in the world, so why not? But yeah, thank you again, everyone, for your patience, for your attention. I hope you've all been enjoying the stream. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you very much. And I am back. Thank you very much for your patience, ladies, gentlemen, MBs. Let's continue. Alright. It makes sense that Limsa Lomonisa, I can never pronounce it right, would be involved in this, given Leviathan's status as the primal of the seas. Also, while we're here, let's have a look and see what's going on in this square. I say this is the place where I found that bunch of Lalafels playing the lutes and such, which was quite fun. Rat connoisseur, rat. Okay, sure. Brilliant. So let's see, where are we going? Ah. Just this way. So yeah, we're speaking with Merlwib again. For people who've not seen my streams before, when I started streaming Final Fantasy XIV, I was doing it using the DirectX 11 version of this game, which was causing occasional, like, massive issues with my computer, to the point where one actually bricks my graphics card drivers entirely. I had to reinstall them from the internet using only a single monitor, which was not the end of the world, it was just awkward and annoying. And I prefer that rather than being completely broken. But the first time it ever crashed while I was streaming on DirectX 11 was while Merlwib was delivering her, like, grand company speech, because you go for all three of them. And funny enough, that's what made me decide that I would become part of the Maelstrom. I was like, when a speech is that powerful that it breaks your computer, you know that that person is on something. So I'm hoping there isn't a repeat of that here. My current beer, by the way, is a Brewdog layer cake. Marshmallow and chocolate stout. Shouts to Soul Doctor in chat. Hope you're doing well, Doc. Yeah, TGIF, absolutely. By the way, nice little detail here. I like the fact that, because I'm part of the Maelstrom, that they reference me by my rank. I get the impression that, as has been mentioned in other streams I've done on 14, when you have Grand Company-specific encounters, the dialogue will change depending on if you're a part of that or not. So we were talking with Reborn earlier, for example. If I'd been part of the Flame Guard, then he would have mentioned that. So yeah, nice detail. Alright, Camp Skull Valley. Let's see, where the bloody hell are we going? Ah, good old ale pour. Where there is both ale and port, depending on your preference. That chocobo has a halo. And a bunch of weapons too. That's awesome. My chocobo has armor plating and stubby wings. I don't feel inferior at all. Alright, let's fly on over. Nope. Alright, Falbrida, how bad is it? I think I've got this. I do, like, this game does such a great job, by the way, of, like, having, like, landmarks and highlights in the distance, so even this little detail here, me flying over and seeing all of those spawning shells in the distance that are, like, neon in colour, that's a nice detail. Also, what's going on here? Oh! Let's help this person out. Oh, hell you do. You mind your own business. Way! I also quite enjoy, like, running into fates like that where they're fighting, like, pretty dangerous boss monsters or boss level monsters and you just get to join in. Feels good to help out in a pinch. Anyway, we need to go look for some injured people. Let's see. Ah, there he is. Probably shouldn't have bothered with the thunder because I'm going to do way too much damage for it to be really all that useful. I'm sorry, is that a crab with a helmet? Look at him! That's amazing. I mean, there's evidence of, like, crabs, like, wearing, for example, like, beer cans, for example, if they have nothing else to work with, because they wash on beaches. But that's just amazing. Now, you might be thinking to yourselves, why didn't I take this on? And if you don't know the game, this guy's actually a boss enemy that requires a group. So I probably would get my ass handed to me, but I just love that little detail of his fucker wearing a helmet. That's such a cute detail. Alright. Let's head over to Serpent Song and find the rest of the missing scouts without bumping our head on the ceiling while we're doing it. Ah, right. Thankfully, we can still fly in tunnels, which is nice. In fact, so I'm not mistaken, can I get through that little hole? Yeah, I can. Hell yeah. That's this dude. We can throw a flare at him. Why not? Yeah, from what I've read, CEO, you're right. They are rare mobs. They're part of the what's called the Hunt, which is a Realm Reborn specific endgame activity that I probably won't get involved in because by the time I otherwise would, it would be well too late for it to be relevant. But at any rate, yeah, I like that they just decide, hey, you know what, we can have a goofy thing in this. Like, because that's been Final Fantasy XIV. Like, there's serious stuff, there's goofy shit as well. I mean, just to pick something out of thin air, like, take Final Fantasy VIII. You've got all the various shit going on with, like, oh my god, time loops and destiny, and, like, we can't be together. And then there's a side quest involving a little alien creature that if you find all 5 of his, like, alien UFO sightings, he crash lands to Earth and you have to give him an elixir to save him. Or you can eat him. Because, yeah, apparently in Final Fantasy you can also devour monsters alive. So they have the goofy and the serious in equal measure. And I like that this game also has some goofy in it as well. Alright, for the next section, I'm going to go back to being the warrior for a bit, just to mix things up a little. Speaking of which, before we do this quest... This is why I like Millwhip. She's all business, no bullshit. How ironic would be if we were actually doing Assault from the Sea on the Sahagin. I think that'd be quite amusing, but anyway. I just want to imagine, like, the Thancred's job here being to distract as many Sahagin out of the spawning grounds as possible. He's just going to be stood on a hill waving, like, a bunch of, like, airplane, what the fuck are they called again? God, my mind's going blank here. You know, those light-up things. Paddles, for example. I thought I was going to be setting off sparklers. You know, it's to battle and all that, but those guys in the background are just having a grand old time playing cards or whatever. That's a dude with an airship, and I want that. What's his fate? Oh, who cares about that? Oh, it's another bastard. Look at that guy there. Well, we'll not worry about him anyway. Meanwhile, it's time to buzz the tunnels. Let's get to it. I like how his shoulders just hanging back there. He's having a grand old time. Oh, more of them. Keep them coming, I say. I do love that the animation for low blow is just literally to kick them in the face. That's a nice detail. Okay, just cleave our way through these guys. Alright, let's go see his shoulder and then continue on. Having a bit of a rough time? This has been a walk in the park for me, come on! Ah, cock. That's rude. Nice. Holy shit, Thancred done something cool! This is a red letter day. And Yugiri's not to be fucked with either. Yeah, well, I've got an axe and I hit things with it. And I set people on fire. I'm cool, I swear. Oh, dear. Headshots. Mega kill. Oh my god, does Millwhip have double shotguns? I knew I picked the right person to follow as a Grand Company. You know, I forgive you, Fancred. Like, you've been really trying real hard. But I'll allow it. Yeah.
何をする気だ。
Maybe we should do something. Oh crap, my headache!
この感覚、まさか超える力。何？
You know what? I really like Millwhip's attitude. Just shoot the damn thing already. Oh dear. Is that bad? I think that's bad. Now I have the crab hats. Just shoot the rest of them. There's only 4 of them left. If it's a body swapping thing, just kill them all.
若き神よ、今こそ我の肉体をよりしろに一族に救えよ。水神リヴァイアさんよ、来たりませ。
And meanwhile, my character's been standing there doing nothing. Thank you! This should be a full Doom Eternal moment. Just keep shooting! Yes! Nope. Your shoulder's turned on a night vision. That Sakagin priest is just there like, bleh, from behind the grave. Oh! Oh, fuck. Ah. Shit.
これは万神リヴァイアさん。
力が抜けて水神様に吸われている。
Well, as is often said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Bye!
不滅になったのではないのか。白き衣の者よ、これは一体。
消えた。艦隊が壊滅したとはどういうこと？リヴァイアさんがそちらに出現しただと？分かった。残存艦を編成して撤退しろ。構わん。餌は海賊どもにくれてやれ。海洋で陽動作戦に当たっていた国家艦隊が万神リヴァイアさんに襲われ大打撃を被ったらしい。リヴァイアさんは西ラノシア沖に移動した。なぜだ？なぜここではなく沖に出たのだ？まさか大海嘯を起こすつもりか？
That's kind of his final move. Well, that could have gone better. I mean, 9 out of 10 for effort, 6 out of 10 for execution. Alright, back to Limsa Lamisa. I again still can't pronounce it properly. If I remember correctly, it's just this way. Oh, look at my little onion knight go. That's cute. Alright, Bill was just gonna slam around on desk like, we are in deep shit!
あの辺りは以前ハーフストーンと呼ばれ小さな入植地が存在していた。
It's now called No Stone because it's been completely flattened.
国家団が設立される数年前、万神リヴァイアさんが召喚されたことがあった。その時は海遊旅団が討伐に成功したのだ。零細直後に再召喚された際には 万神の放った大海嘯の影響でその入植地は全滅。土は剥ぎ取られ。
So, I've actually read a hard sci-fi book that was about the flooding of the world, and without going into too much detail, it does make mention that if you flood like topsoil with salt water, you can't grow anything there really after the fact. So yeah, this whole description, like beyond all the magical bullshit, actually is real life science. Like salt water on land will just wreck like your ability to grow anything there. It just becomes a wasteland afterwards.
流入していたクリスタル、テンパードの数から見る。今回召喚された万神リヴァイアさんは、先のものとは比較にならないくらい強力だ。本格的に力をつけたやつが大海嘯を使えば、ハーフストーンのような一地方だけではなく、リムサロミンサ全体が海に沈められかねない。なんとしても万神リヴァイアさんを討伐しなくてはならない。
しかしメルイブ提督、どう対処します？海はリヴァイアさんの独壇場だ。第三艦隊の船だって近づく前に沈められたというではないですか。
加えて砲撃も着弾前に撃ち落とされ、効果がないとの報告も受けている。何か打つ手はないのか。
Is this where our new friend and ally might have some advice? I wonder.
唯一の討伐事例では異例におびき寄せて戦ったというが、となると元海遊旅団の人たちに話を聞いても有益な情報は得られないでしょうね。
Everyone's got their thinking caps on.
提督。
言ってみろ、エインザル対抗将。
帰還した生存艦からの報告によれば、万神リヴァイアさんからの攻撃は水神の名のごとく大波、つまり水を操ったものだと言います。
He is a water-type Pokemon after all.
その莫大な水属性の力を他の属性に変換して衝撃を和らげればいい。変属性クリスタルを用いた属性変換機構、魔法障壁発動機を船に乗せて身を守るってわけですな。
By the way, let's just talk about like all these cutscenes are framed. Like the little cut to Millwhip, and when she looks at him, even though it lasts maybe what less than a second, I like that they put the time and attention into little details like that when framing these cutscenes. They clearly thought a lot about it. Minfilia, are you calling on continuity? My god!
まあ、古い知人の風来坊な破術師からの入れ知恵だがな。
なるほど。確かに同じ機構を作るのであれば、シドでなくてもナルディコ&ビメリー社で作ることができるだろう。ただし、あくまで対防御の策であった万神ガルーダの時とは状況が異なる。今回は対攻撃なのだ。万神が大型船を沈めるために繰り出す大波、それを変換しきるために必要な変属性クリスタルの量となると想像を絶するな。それだけ莫大な量のクリスタルを積んでまともに航行可能な大型船など国家団にもないぞ。
かつてリムサロミンサで勢力を誇った海賊のキリヒゲは奪った大量の財宝を運ぶために2隻の配線をつなぎ合わせた双胴船を作ったといいます。残った軍艦をつないで双胴船を再現、大型の属性変換機構を積載すれば、あるいは
キリヒゲがそんなことを。さすがに詳しいな、エインザル対抗将。
This guy's pretty competent. I like him. That little chest guy, like, don't mind me, I'm not being big-headed.
奴に取り付くことさえできれば勝機はあるはずです。無論発案者であるからには危険な牽引船の指揮は自分が取らせてもらいますよ。
Ainsar's a good guy, like, I like him a lot. Yeah, I've got a bullshit crazy plan, but you know what? I'm so committed to it, I'm gonna rock it myself. Oh, check that god beam there.
そうだ、生きている艦を優先して回す。修理は後に回して構わん。エインザル・スラフィルシン対抗将。本作戦の指揮をお前に任せる。地球総動船の製造にかかれ。
はっ。
リムサロミンサの未来は気候にかかっている。頼んだぞ、光の戦士よ。
There we go, we've got a plan. Excellent. Which, for some reason, means we need to speak to you, Geary? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Millweb's right. Like, you know, this guy could be chatting shit, but at least we should check him out first. Besides, we've got to wait until the ships are ready. Oh god, he's a million miles away, that dude. How annoying. Alright, I'm going to nip away again just very quickly for a quick bathroom break and another final beer before we get on to the final section of these main story quests. So, to everyone who's sticking around, thank you very much for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back in, say, just a couple of minutes, nothing too long. So, if you want to go get yourselves a coffee or another drink of your own, feel free to do so. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you so much again for your time. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for waiting, everyone. I really do appreciate it. I've returned with one other beer, and this one is a Siren Castilian Lemon and Honey Cheesecake. Juicy Sour IPA. Wow. Oh, that's got a tang to it. Let's put it that way. Anyway, might as well speak to this person at the Grey Fleet, so, well, cock. I suppose the quickest way out would be to go out of, yeah. Out of Lima Lisa. Yeah, let's head to Middle Lanosea. Yeah, there's no Ephrite point that's really all that close to this place that we're going to, so we'll just have to go there manually. But this is why, of course, flying is really handy. Yeah, this guy's across the way. Oh, we gotta do some more triple triad while we've got a moment, while I've got a bit of a breather. Oh, do I get to pick which card I use? Oh, well, in that case. That was about the most crushing defeat you could deliver. Oh, God. This was the fucker that, you know... This was the stupid fucker that did the small boulder, little boulder quest of us, if I recall correctly. He has a chocobo, like, chick tattoo on his cheek, and he's wearing a giant fucking Speedo. Also, the translation is Leviabetus. Is that like some sort of Wilfred Brimley diabetes joke? I don't understand. What is going on? Ah! My eyes! Oh. Me members time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no, no, we didn't need to know that. TMI, man, TMI. I like how my character's just nodding like, yeah, thanks that info. Or like Choco Poo. Ugh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fool! Just... God's sake. Right, back to the Morabi dry docks then. Oh, they're over there, aren't they? Yeah. Alright. Looks like it's time for fight night again. Alright, let's do this. It's time for us to blow the living hell out of Leviathan. Now, I could do this as a tank, but I'm going to switch back to Black Mage for this. And while we're doing that, let's go to trials. Yep. So the wait time on this is 10 minutes, which is a bit of a long time, admittedly, but that's fine. We can go occupy ourselves by going to the Gold Saucer. And we've just arrived literally 1 minute after the hour, so we can go and take part in another gate, which is, of course, the Golden Saucer active events. Oh, cock, I can't do it for more than one juicy at a time. That's annoying. I would otherwise have loved to have shown you the Leap of Faith challenge that I mentioned on Twitter a few times, which... How to put this? It's just utter chaos. There's like at least 50 to 100 players jumping over the same puzzles. And just generally, it's absolute anarchy. In all the best ways. Nah, don't do that one. The actual master we want to play against is this dude down here. Got plus rolling effects, so what can we work with here? That doesn't work. Oh. Well. Get the plus rule there. Yeah, give me Bahamut. Thank you. Absolute child's play. Apologies, there's not more interesting things going on right now while we wait for this juicy stuff to fire up, but we do have 1 tank and 3 out of 4 DPS players. That's nice. Absolutely demolished that match. We got some spare cars to sell off as well, which is nice. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Ooh, that's a surprisingly high amount of MGP for that. Excuse me. So yeah, the thing I'm currently saving all my gold source points, of which I have 40,000 approximately of them right now, is the Archon Throne, which is going to take me a long while to get there. But, I mean, it's literally a chair that you can fly around. How is that not one of the greatest things ever as far as, like, a mount is concerned? I tell you. Anyway, might as well go and unlock the fashion-related stuff, because why not? Oh, she has a triple try challenge. Interesting. Ooh! She's got some cards that we don't have. So yeah, just to remind you all, Fallen Ace, if there's an A on the table, a 1 will defeat an A in this rule set. Chaos also means a completely random card order. That's the Cloud Strife card right there. That's an Onion Knight. We take both of those simultaneously. Yeah! Smashed it. And here we got a Blatz card. I already have that card, but we can sell it for MGP, and that gets me closest to having my Flying Throne mount. Ah, there's your Fallen Ace. Very good, very good. This is going to be a draw. But that's fine. Oh, crap. That doesn't beat either of them. Well, that's the Chaos rule set for you, I guess. Well, never mind. I don't have any options. This is going to be a loss. Yep. SML on that one. Try a main deck. Mix things up a little bit. Goddamn draws. Alright, got all the DPS we need. We just need one more tank and 2 healers. Another draw again. God damn it. Curse you, Odin! Wow, that's rude. Damn you! There we go. I'm not going to be able to do this triple try game in time, but we finally got that all sorted, so that's nice. Why is this one tank taking so long? God damn you! Oh, son of a bitch. Well, while we're waiting for that to sort itself out. I should probably queue up as a tank myself just to simplify things. Nice. Take the draw. Alright, got off. We have 4 damage dealers, just no one willing to tank or heal. Fucking typical. If we have another problem with the queue, I'm just going to switch over to being a tank and just kind of ad-lib my way through it, as I want to do. Excuse me. Yay! Another blast card. You know what? I can't be arsed waiting for this shit. There we go. We got a tank. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing in this particular fight, but fuck it. I'm going to tank it. I appreciate the offer, Crusher Eel. Sometimes that's just the way these things go, though, to be honest. It can't be helped. And so at least I'm doing this as a way of like providing some kind of entertainment in the meantime. I think my main problem is just I need to probably quickly refresh my memory on... Oh, never mind. I'm not going to have that time. Let's get into it. So I have no idea why I'm doing this fight because I haven't researched it ahead of time, so I'm just going to have to hope I don't cock it up. Oh, shit. Handy for them to build this ship in the shape of an arena for a boss fight. Right, let's see how we go. Yeah, it was only going to stay on the surface for so long. Alright, I think I've got this so far. He says he takes a crap ton of damage. Now there's the Rocky soundtrack. I think we got this. Seems like we're golden. Yeah! From Hell's Heart, I stab at thee indeed. I got play accommodation. I got 2 of them, as a matter of fact. I'll take that. Even though I didn't really do all that impressive stuff, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, let's go report some Millwib.
万神リヴァイアさんの討伐ご苦労だった。貴公のおかげで大海嘯を未然に防ぐことができたぞ。万神タイタンに引き続きまたも助けられたな。まったく大したものだよ。冒険者にしておくのは惜しいくらいだ。リムサロミンサの代表として礼を言う。感謝するぞ。
Do I get a promotion? I do work for you technically in your army.
あのような戦術があったとはな。国家艦隊の編成を今一度見直すべきかもしれん。どこかの切りひげに妙に詳しい男のおかげだな。万神と言ったか。エオルゼアの民がまさかあのように強大な魔物と戦っているとは思いもよらなかった。そしてそれを討伐せし冒険者の力、実に見事だった。ドマの難民である自分に協力できることは少ないが、この地に我らの戦闘術を伝授したいと思う。少しばかり癖のある戦い方だが、エオルゼアに生きる冒険者にならきっと使いこなせるだろう。それはありがたい申し出だ。この先の戦いできっと役に立つだろう。それに癖のある戦い方といったが、あれに近い戦闘術を持つ者たちを知っている。そうであろう、サンクレット殿。
やれやれ、提督殿は何でもお見通しのようだ。このリムサロミンサにはこれまで表に出てはいない地下組織がある。カイトの暗部で活躍している組織でね。そこに伝わる戦い方に君の技は似ているのさ。うまく融合できれば新しい戦闘術になるかもしれない。
So, from what I gather, this seems to be like a reference to the fact that you can play as a rogue and as a ninja. Because that seems to be what Frankred's skill set is, and so is Yugiri's.
私も共通点を感じていたのだ。なるほど。面白い戦闘術になるかもしれないな。
Look at Yashola's face there. She's just said like Frankred and Yugiri. They're gonna get that on, you know? They have their moment.
それはだな。いろいろと理由があるんだよ。
Smooth, Frankred. Smooth.
実はね、サンクレットは昔この町でコソ泥をやっていたのよ。その時のつながりでここの地下組織とも縁があるってわけ。
待て、ヤシトラ。
I love that Minfilia in the left-hand side is just chuckling to herself there. Little details like that. Look at his face there. He's like, don't drop me in this.
ミンフィリアまで。
本性を隠していたってわけか。面白い男だな、サンクレット殿は。聞けば貴公は東方からエオルゼアに逃れてきたらしいな。今はレブナンツトールの開拓団に加わっているとか。リムサロミンサは様々な問題を抱え、貴公らを受け入れることはできない状態だ。しかし物資を送ることはできる。今回の例も兼ねて レブナンツトールに支援させていただこう。ありがとうございます、メルビブ提督。準備に時間がかかるやもしれませんが、きっと我々の戦闘術を根付かせてみせましょう。
Hey, everyone's a winner. That was a shockingly good camera angle there, by the way, where you saw Merwib like facing this point, and then like your shoulder is hidden behind her because of the way the camera stays, and it pans over to reveal her. That's really neat.
今回の件、またあの時と同じね。コボルト族もサハギン族も万神を召喚したのはバイルブランド島をめぐり人と争うからよ。自分たちの居場所を得るために。今回はサハギン族がリムサ・ロミースの民から領土を奪おうとした。だけど問題の本質はどちらも同じだわ。
ああ、分かっているとも。万神問題は人が引き起こしている問題でもあろう。お前の言う通り、奴らは産卵地を得るという目的のため、まさに生きるために戦い、土地を得ようとしている。しかし人もまた生き残るために精一杯なのだ。コボルド族とサハギン族のどちらに負けるわけにもいかん。
Yeah, fair point. Can't argue with that.
生き残るために殺し合う。生きることが正義というなら、すべての民に正義はある。ならば、一体誰が悪だというのかしらね。
これを主がと言われれば、それまでかもしれん。だが、今はそれが正義と信じるしかない。
何が正しいのかわからないのなら、自分たちの正義を信じればいい。いえ、信じるしかないのね。
So, I know of the existence of various, like, reputation quests with, like, the various Beastmen tribes. And I get the impression that they're a part of, like, the idea of, hey, you know, that there are, like, solutions to be made with the various Beastmen tribes, the Sahagin included, that would preclude them from having to feel like that they need to summon the primals of their respective tribes. And so, yeah, along with the refugee crisis, there's also the fact that, hey, they keep summoning the primals, maybe we might stop them from doing that. Not just simply by killing the primals, but by, like, you know, finding some way of coexisting.
Now, だからこそ人は荒れ狂う波間の中で航路を開くために争う。たとえその行いが他者の正義とぶつかったとしてもな。自分が生きていくための行い、自分の居場所を見つけるための争い、自分を存在させるための正義。
I get Melwith's point here, but, like, you've really got to try as hard as you can to keep those hopes of coexistence alive. If you don't at least do everything in your power to make that happen to begin with, then it's not fair that you go to the following point of, oh, let's just fucking rule through might. Jumping the gun a bit there is basically how I feel about that. Alright, off we go then. Let's go and help the refugees out. We'll go back to Black Mage for this one. Oh, he's not far away actually. Just sprint towards him. His shite-eating grin. Oh, Fancred. Oh, god damn it. First name conspicuous, last name man. I'm going to keep that level 90 weapon coffer for a different time, by the way, because all of the three main classes I've been leveling, which are, of course, the Black Mage, the White Mage, and the Warrior, all have level 130 weapons, so we're well, like, equipped with that. So I'm going to save that for a different time, for a different purpose. Alright, back to more Donna. Oh shit, there's Hozad. Yeah, looks like everyone's gathering around. That's cool.
聞いておいてほしいことがあるの。リムサロミザに行ってからずっと考えていたことがあるわ。万神リヴァイアさんが召喚される際、あの長老と思われるサハギン族は超える力を行使した。そして超える力を受け入れたことで一時的にとはいえ確かに不死となった。古い伝承には霊祭の旅に転生して生まれ変わり困難に立ち向かう魂があると。私はこの伝承にある転生する魂こそが超える力の正体なんじゃないか、そんな風に考えています。今回の一件でますますその思いは強くなったわ。次々と肉体を入れ替える魂だけの存在、まるで任意に転生を繰り返しているようなものだもの。この伝承が真実とするならば、 超える力の真実にもたどり着けるかもしれない。超える力の能力は言葉、心、時間などの壁を越え相手を見ることができるというもの。これまであなたが体験したように立ちふさがる精神の壁を越えることができる能力ね。では伝承による転生とは何なのかしら。例えばそれが今回サハギン族が見せたような肉体への転移を指していた。
So again, shades of grey in here. The echo is not necessarily a power universally for good.
肉体の壁を越え魂だけの存在になることなのだとしたら、アシエン・エリディブスが言っていた通り不死の存在となるかもしれない。でもアシエンと同じ不滅なるものとなったはずのサハギン族は万神リヴァイアさんが権限する際のエーテル証。
All will become clear in time, like with the next patch after this one.
そう、不滅なるものは決して不死ではない。ここにアシエン消滅の手がかりがあるはずよ。
Use a shotgun. It seems to be pretty effective against the Sahagin.
超える力の能力とアシエン消滅の方法。私は引き続きウリエンジェさんとこの件を追ってみます。
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
あら、ウリエンジェさん、ちょうどいいところに。
大変です、ミンフィリア。
Uh-oh.
連絡が途絶えたバルデシオン委員会をシャーレアン本国を経由して調査していたのですが。
何があったの？
委員会の本部があるバル島が海洋から完全に消滅しているとの報告がありました。
そんな消滅ですって。
Uh-oh.
シャーレアン本国の記録によると大規模な魔法波が。
Wow, okay, so it's not the case that they've simply killed all the people on the island, but the island's just simply been erased. Destroyed, obliterated.
古代魔法アルテマ級の魔法攻撃を受け、
However you want to describe it.
消滅したのではないかと。
何が起きたというの？
Well, we're in deep shit now, aren't we? Meanwhile, back at the Council of Pointy Hats, save for a ban. And this prick. I will not leave my chair. Not even as dark as it gets. This is my chair. It's where I belong, damn it!
旦那様に指示された準備は整いました。しかし、このようなことは一体何をするおつもりなのです？
It took him 6 hours to wait for this guy in this this meeting chamber. Oh my god! Everyone's in for revolution! Oh shit, son. These earrings appear to be identical unless I'm missing something really obvious. We'll go with that one. Screw it. Well then, that, if I'm not mistaken, brings us to the end of another big chunk of the main story quest for the patches following version 2.0 of Realm Reborn. We're going to have another big chunk of them to go through next time. But for today, Thank you so much to everyone who's joined me throughout, whether you stopped in just for a couple of minutes or have you been there all the way through, or anywhere in between for that matter. And especially appreciate the people who stuck through all the technical issues that happened, thanks to this game wigging out, having just a generally naughty day where it didn't want to behave itself. I really do appreciate people like just sticking through all that. I will be back next week to continue this quest chain. I'm going to continue thinking on whether or not I want to continue streaming this game beyond Heavensward, but I'm definitely going to go at least that far. The entirety of Heavensward from start to finish. That is an absolute certainty. So you can look out for more of that. But yeah, thank you everyone who's joined. Thanks to Gibbs, of course, for the raid. Thanks to everyone who's contributed their comments and their thoughts in the chat. I hope you all have a great weekend and a great Friday if you're still awake at this time. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and thanks so much again for spending your time with me. Hugely appreciated.